Hey everyone, John Henry here from support@schooloftrade.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at part 2 of volume spread analysis, or VSA. Now, this time we're going to be looking at more of the patterning and what to look for, as well as how we were going to use it in the room. So, what you can look for, and there's going to be primarily 3 different ways that you can use this. Now, there's hundreds of ways that you can use volume spread, and it kind of depends on each other, but as far as the basics go, you're going to be looking for 3 primary things. So, the first thing is going to be you want to always be looking for this in high interest areas. So as an example, you want to be looking at a trend line low or a channel high, or you don't want to just be looking for this in the middle of nowhere. So as an example right here, you can see we had this nice push down in price. It had a nice pullback and then a push back down again. And then if you look, this candle right here. Now, what really sets this one apart from the rest of them is you can see on this big push down, you had big volume spikes and it kept coming in. It kept coming in large volume. This one kind of comes out of nowhere. It sticks out. It's like a sore thumb. There's nothing else that's, in the last 5, 6 candles, actually more than that, 10, back to here, that the volume has been anywhere near that. And you can see the next candle's volume drops right back off again. It's extremely, extremely low. And what this is called is stopping volume. Now, the reason it's called stopping volume is because you can see whenever a stop is hit, okay, you have a buy or a sell order that's executed in the market. Well, usually stops are all clustered around the same area. So when you see stopping volume, that means that all of these stops and all these triggers are being hit, and they're marketing. They're all coming in all at the same time. That's where you get that big burst in volume, and then all of a sudden it dries up again. That's going to be stopping volume. And you can see the next candle did almost nothing. I mean, it moved maybe 5, 6 ticks and it just kind of sat flat on its face. That's going to be stopping volume. That means that this low here is a low of interest. It's something that you want to be looking for if you miss this move up. And this was a little too early for you to trade this stopping volume. If we retest this area, we should see a failure of that area. If we blow right through it, the volume would confirm that, but you would also want to see a retest on the opposing side before continuing lower. And then right here, you can see we get another push right down, and the volume is increasing. Notice the volume is increasing as we're getting this buying pressure, and then the selling comes in and the volume continues higher. You're getting more and more selling pushing back into this low. Well, this selling all up here is head and shoulders above this last volume spike, and yet we can't even close below this low. That's a big red flag. And you can see this candle right here, when we came into that low, it was the biggest volume in this entire spike. It was right here. And then the very next candle ends down as well, but the volume is less than the previous 2. When you see that, that's a no demand. That means that demand is completely dried up, and no one really has interest anymore. So this was a selling candle with volume that was less than the previous 2, actually less than the previous 3. That's no demand. No one's interested in selling this anymore. They're going to be reversing it. And then sure enough, the next candle comes in as a buy signal, and it does come in on low volume. A lot of people don't know that this move is going to happen yet. And then you can start seeing that the volume just keeps drying up. It keeps drying up and drying up. And then you get this next confirming one right here. This is the confirming candle. You get this big push down, and again, the volume is less than the previous 2. You've got a no demand to the sell side. That's your second confirmation that this isn't going to go any lower, and that you're just encountering buying as you go further. And then shortly thereafter, you come right back up again. So that's going to be the primary 2. Now the next one that you're going to want to be looking for, this was kind of a combination of it when you're looking at support and resistance areas when you come down like that. But the next one that you want to be looking for is continuing volume, to make sure that a big burst in volume isn't just stops like this move back here. I want to know when it's going to actually continue. And what you can see here is you get this big pop in volume. And the key factor here is look at this previous swing. Okay, this previous swing high right here, we closed above it. Right there, we closed above it. It might have only been 2, 3 ticks, but we closed above it. That's confirmation alone just by itself. But not only that, you've also got a big burst in volume right there. And now, if you look at the second candle right here, we were just talking about this before. The volume is less than the previous 2, but keep in mind, we just blew past this, we closed above it, and we made equal highs up here. So because this is a no demand candle right here, we definitely want to be paying attention to the following candles coming up. We want to make sure that if this is going to fail, we're going to see patterns in the volume that's going to signify that. So now if you look at the next couple candles, you've got a red candle, and red candle. right here, the volume picked up on this sell candle, so it looked like a lot of people were picking this up as a failure, and it did go down. It didn't go down a lot. It went down 11 ticks, and it pushed lower. But then when we came into this low, which was also retesting this swing high that we just closed above, look what happened. The volume is actually it's below, Lord, all the way back at 9:30 was the only time volume was lower than this. That's another no demand candle on a retest of a swing high. That is a picture perfect no demand setup. That's what I mean when you need to couple this with other factors. And then sure enough, everyone else picked up on it too, because look what happened. You have another huge burst in volume that comes into the buy side again. So that's going to be using volume analysis in your trading. If you have any questions or want to see it live, feel free to attend our live trade room with a trial or send us an email to support@schooloftrade.com, and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as we can. Have a good one.